behavioral therapy practitioner and trainer. So now we're going to talk about traditional Egyptian fashion between the past and the present. Let you to watch a very, very short video about the Egyptian history, and I'm welcoming you to just travel to Egypt to see all the beauty in the world. Thank you for watching the video. Now I'm going to tell you that if I'm just starting to talk about the Egyptian history, I will never end talking. So I will start with our Pharaohs era. Pharaohs are known to be the first rulers of civilization. Pharaohs are known to be the first rulers to set women as equals. Also, pharaohs are the first rulers of civilization. Pharaohs are very conscious and keen about the cleanliness of the body, so they consider the inappropriate physical appearance as an insult of God. First of all, I will tell you about our queens and kings' clothes. For example, this queen's clothes, it is consisting of the body garment, which is a white dress, then something called the over the garment, there is something called calasiris. This is the calasiris of the queen. Moving to the kings, kings also wear body garment and something called chinti. Chinti to be more similar to a short skirt that is nowadays known. Also, pharaohs were known to be very clean in their hair, beard, and facial hair. Photos, these are photos from our King's Valley and Queen's Valley. Pharaohs are considered with all the facial hair and their hair. They used to shave their hair totally, and they used to wear wigs. But wigs differ according to the status, the religious status, and even the richness of the person who is wearing the wig. For working classes, they wear only wigs, very simple wigs. But queens and kings wear wigs which are decorated with gold, copper, and silver, metal, or coins. Also, they used to remove all of the facial hair. They used to attach a beard, which was a symbol of pharaohs. The pharaoh had a very rich and very expensive beard. Going to the headpieces over the wig, queens and kings wear hair pieces. For example, this is a hair piece which is made of gold, pure gold. Also, kings wear hair pieces which can be gold or copper or silver. These are hair pieces over the wigs, and they are decorated totally with gold or at some points in silver. These hair pieces are a symbol of only pharaohs. Pharaohs have hair pieces and beards. No other people, even priests, have these pieces. This is the beard of King Tut. I think all of the people are just fascinated with this statue. This statue is totally made of gold, pure gold. These colors are naturally colored and naturally used. I will go on with you in using the blue color, but later on. Now, talking about the crowns. The crowns are exclusive only for kings and queens. Only. Nobody can wear a crown other than the king and the queen. But crowns will differ in shape from area to area or from region to region in whole region. Such a crown has a bird. There is some crowns having a kubra, and the kubra is exclusively used by pharaohs, and it's a symbol of authority and strength. This is the kubra. Thank you. This is the beard. Now talking about the accessories and jewelry in ancient Egyptians, they are totally considered with jewelries, accessories, and they are all made of either natural gems or pure gold. This is a necklace or a collier for a queen. It was found in the Queen's Valley or Hatshepsut Valley. This is also a piece of jewelry which was purely in gold, and it's worn only with queens. This is just a simple example of how we made makeup. Ancient Egyptians and pharaohs are the first to invent makeup, especially the blue color, which is called recently, or even from the very past, it's called the Egyptian blue. It's a royal blue. It was an inventory and revolution in the inventions of colors and pigmentation. They are the first to discover that calcium copper tetrasilicate was this royal Egyptian blue. Later on, the scientists discovered that this royal blue or the Egyptian blue is used in detecting secret things and is only detected with UV colors. You will see that these are the handcrafts of the ancient Egyptians, mostly using this blue royal Egyptian color. These are the parts that the queens used to put makeup, which is called kuhl, or nowadays we named it as eyeliner. This is what I'm mentioning now, the eyeliner of kuhl in Arabic. Now I'm going to tell you that even modern designers are inspired with our pharaoh designs, so they now use it to make modern dresses which were worn in any event, any situation, and it is a very good symbol for richness and luxury. For example, these dresses that will be shown now to you, they are worn all in our golden parade, and I will show you this parade nowadays. So let me take you back in our golden parade. It's called Isis Heaven, and it was totally globally known when we are opening our big museum. Egypt is a very big country with diversity of cultures, traditions. As I told you, if I just speak about Egyptians and pharaohs, I will not end speaking. So I will take you now to a different region in Nuba. Sorry for the dress. As you see, our background of Nuba, was distinguished with its language. The Nubian language was formerly used as a language code during our war in 1973. This makes the Nuba is very specific and special region in Egypt. Their people are it looks like very happy, very welcoming, and they have very colorful and bright clothes. If I will start with their clothes, it's always, you will notice that Egyptians always have modesty face. You will find that we always have something like a galabiya, which is a dress, and headpiece, and something to cover the woman's face. You can see that these are very bright, very colorful. Even if they use black, they will interfere with some bright colors. Now I will tell you about the recent interference of the ancient Nubian culture with our recent culture. They take all of the color that they are used to use it in making some handcrafts, which can be bowls or plates or something to put on the head. And most of the foreigners or the touristic people that goes to Nuba and Luxor and Aswan used to buy these hats. Let's name it as a hat.
Do we know what the usual commoners used to wear compared to the pharaohs, right?
Yeah, about the pharaoh's clothes, of course they are not worn today, but the recent designers inspired every little detail from this pharaoh fashion. For example, as I mentioned, blue Egyptian color, which was an inventory and pigmentation. Number 2, gold, which was widely used in Egypt because Egypt is very rich in gold and it's a symbol of authority, richness, luxury. 1 minute please. And also they inspired the black color, which was, again, it was a symbol of authority. The red color, which was inspired from the mountains, and the green color, which was inspired of our delta agriculture.
So the normal people, did they wear similar clothes to the pharaohs? Or?
In Pharaoh era, every standard or every status wear different clothes. For example, the Pharaoh always wear what's called shinti. It was a short dress decorated with gold. The queen wears the calasiris, which I showed you previously. Priests also has different clothes, and the working people, they wear normally very simple linen pieces of clothes with no wigs, with no headpieces, with no gold, only simple linen.
Explain
Okay?
When the clothes started to evolve, because I think that during the pharaoh era, they were not that much covering the body, right? And also the common people, the ordinary working class, also was not really covered. So would you explain over the ages when it started to be more like covering?
Covering.
What were the reasons for that?
Sure. Okay, our lady is asking about the well-known information that the very beginning pharaohs in the old centuries, back to more than 30 centuries, really, yes, you are right, they were not covering the upper part and used to walk naked, yes. But this only was in the very beginning of the pharaoh's era. Then afterwards, after being evolved and development of the civilization, as I mentioned that the Egyptians were the first ruler of civilization, they started to invent what's called calasiris, which is the cover of the upper part, with the shinti, which is the cover of the lower part. Why is this done? Because Egypt is very near to the equator, so we have plenty of sun, which I misses here, of course. So to cover and to protect their body, they started to use linen. Or do I answer your question? Thank you so much.